Good morning. I'm sure you probably saw on Twitter. Today's gonna be kind of a chill stream. I don't know how long this stream is gonna go. I know lately we've been going for an average of 4 hours for streams, but I've still been on the adjustment period for this medication that I'm on, this new prescription. So between my brain feeling like pudding, my body also isn't always feeling so super great. So I'm just kind of weighing it. We're gonna see how I feel, and we'll just go from there. But we're just gonna do some chill oobletting today, some chill farming, some. If you were not here for the last Ooblets stream last week, we finally accomplished level 10 in the Wildlands, which opened up the Nerny Crag, as it is called, which is essentially a little Nerny mine that you can get a shit ton of Nernies at. Nernies being a very useful crafting material. As always, we are raising money for charities. All of the charity links are at chat command do good. If you are interested in seeing all of the other active Tiltify and charity links, this month's highlighted charity is Stop AAPI Hate. But I obviously encourage donations to any of the charities, which includes Trans Lifeline, Black Girls Code. Our mod, April, runs a non-profit called Sage and Prim's Mobile Wash Station. You can always donate to her non-profit, or she also sells goods that help benefit stuff, so you can always do that too. Also, Take This is a charity that we always highlight. So yeah, so we finished off the last stream. I haven't played since the last stream, so we're just going to do a quick little run around, because we used up most of our energy to do the Nerny Crag. But we got a lot of Nernies out of it, so it was a good time. We got 441 Nernies, which is a lot for one sitting. Because usually you get like a handful at a time when you get them the normal way. So getting hundreds of them is very good. Now you still need other supplies to craft with your Nernies, but the Nernies are, for me, the hardest thing to find, so I am super happy that we got a bunch. Yeah, I'm pretty much out of energy, but I'm gonna drink coffee because it's only the beginning of the day. I don't remember if we did the Battle Barn or not during last stream, but I'll go check that out just in case. Also, I apologize to anyone who's been on my Twitter recently, because if you've been on my Twitter, I have been kind of spamming, and I do need to come up with a hashtag for it so that people can mute it, because I hate getting on like a thread of something and then people can't mute it. I've been trying to keep everything in one kind of thread, but then I see things that I can't post in the thread and it becomes complicated. But basically, I know I've become one of those people when it comes to talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And I'm sorry, I did not foresee it coming, but it happened, okay? It happened. The last time I think I talked about it on stream, like a week or so ago, I said that I had basically watched, like, the first 2 episodes of Phantom Blood, and I had a really hard time stomaching them, because they are... When you don't know that it's gonna be graphic, and it suddenly turns graphic, you're like, what the fuck? Like, I knew it was gonna be, like, you know, action-y, but I always kind of assumed the action was more, like, PG-13-esque, not as graphic as it gets at some points. And, like, the body horror and everything. I see the book glitch is still happening. But basically, like, at the beginning, like, it starts out like a normal show, and then it turns kind of like fantasy, supernatural horror very quickly. And it's handled relatively graphically for an animated show. If you look at any other, you know, I would say, and what's weird is, like, it's super popular, so... Like, especially in Japan, like, I know it's definitely become, like, a big meme culture in the West, but in Japan it is very popular. So I didn't think a show that had that huge of a mainstream following would be that graphic. I kind of assumed it would be more like a Dragon Ball kind of graphic, because even, like, Demon Slayer, which is very popular, is still very much more younger audience friendly, I would say, even though it's supernatural horror, technically, as well. But it's more of like a PG-13 way it handles the body horror and the gore and stuff. It's not very graphic. It's more cartoony, stylized. I don't know. But, yeah, I wasn't expecting it to get super graphic in the first, like, 2 episodes, because it kicks off really quick. I finished Phantom Blood, which is the name of part 1, if you're not familiar. I won't, talk about, like, it at length, but I do want to come up with a hashtag for my posts, because some of my friends are, big fans, and I think they do want to know my thoughts, especially since I kind of went in blind, so to speak. So I might come up with a hashtag so that people can mute it. So if you don't want to hear about it or see my stupid posts, then you don't have to. I love his stupid little face. Okay, well, we already have this orange one, so we're not worried about him. But yeah, so I apologize if you've been dealing with that. I do need to come up with a hashtag. The problem is that, like, a lot of the time, like, I'm either, like, sleep deprived or it's late at night, and I'm like, okay, it's time to meme, and then I'm like, fuck, I just posted like 10 things in a row, and nobody wants to see that but my few friends who are enjoying it. Like, so I am aware. I'm gonna make up a thread or something for it, so that not everyone is subjected to it who doesn't want to be. On that note, I will say, like, the gore is still a lot for me. Like, some of it's really stupid. Like, I will say that. Like, the final Phantom Blood fight is so dumb. Like, it's so silly. And it's not even really gross, it's just silly. Is that the last goal? Or is it... Yeah, there's no new goal, so that was it. So once you unlock the Nerny Mine, that's the last goal for the time being. Okay. I'm curious if they'll add more. So also, I don't know if this holds up for all the fishing areas. Hey, Marcy, welcome. I read in the Discord, in the Ooblets Discord this morning, that supposedly you can get club tokens from fishing in the wildlands. Now, I don't know if you can get club tokens from fishing at the main pier, or if it's just in the wildlands that you get tokens, but God knows, we always need fucking tokens, because you can't get them anymore via club goals. So, like, once you finish the initial club goals, right now in early access, there is no more club goals. Like, they don't keep generating. So, I keep running out of tokens because it takes 20 tokens to buy 1 item. So as soon as I spend, like, you can see them up above. You can't highlight them, but they're right above here. As soon as you spend 20 tokens on 1 item, you're basically out of tokens, unless you find them laying around people's homes. So I don't know if that's just fishing here or if it's fishing anywhere that lets you get tokens, but somebody said if you use rarer bait, you get more, your spawn rate is much higher for getting more of rarer items, like a higher quantity. So, I don't know how accurate that is, but it is worth knowing if it's true. I said I was going to check out the Battle Barn. Let me do that, because I don't remember if we did that last stream or not. After we completed the Nerny Mine goal. Greben. We have Greben. Anyone else good coming up? Loopy Longlegs, Elixir, Clomper Seed, Marshling Seed. I wish that they were gleamies, man. I need gleamies. Okay, so we're probably not going to do tons of Battle Barn for the next couple of days, because unless they're gleamies, I don't need them. Somebody said there was some kind of model glitch in the new update, and I haven't figured out what that is yet, because I don't see anyone talking about it specifically. They just keep mentioning it vaguely, so I don't know if I should be avoiding making models for right now, or what. Take these cans into some bait. Okay, I have seeds that I need to plant, which I should figure that hot mess out. I don't remember if we planted all the gleamies that we got last stream. I think we did. Anyways, so yeah, that's the excitement for the moment. I don't know what the end of this week is gonna look like in terms of streams, and I also found out Monday might be an issue. Monday I'm gonna have to wing, because I have an appointment for a serviceman to come do some work at the house, but the only window they could give was any time between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m., which is not exactly a narrow window. So I'll see what happens when it gets closer. yeah, so I've been trying to watch a little bit of Boku no, and I've finished JoJo Part 1, and that's pretty much it. I have not watched any more of Sakamoto just because I really didn't like Episode 1. I don't know if I'm going to continue it or not, honestly. I know I put it as a book club thing, but just didn't catch me, man. Like, just did not catch me. Oops. I'm almost out of coffee. What the fuck? Look at how fucking big of a mess this fucking farm is. Got fucking weeds everywhere. Got fucking... Oh my god, look how many fucking weeds there are. This is a disaster. Okay. I need to plant some stuff. Do I have enough energy to plant stuff? Because I really do need to plant these things. Okay. And then I really need to sleep because my guy is gonna die and I don't have enough energy to really do jack shit. But there's weeds everywhere. Hopefully we'll get more gleamy rain so that I can get some more gleamies. I'm basically gonna pick weeds until my energy runs out, and then I'll go to sleep. And by pick weeds, I mean just clean up the farm. Not specifically pick weeds. I was looking at, there's a Twitter feed called, hold on. I never, God, this thing is annoying. How do I, nope, that's not what I want to do. How the hell in OBS do I get this to close? Oh my god, stop opening a window. Ugh, sorry about that. Had to ban a bot. Lost my train of thought because a bot popped up. Brain cells, what are they? Are they real? I don't think so. Can I give these guys these seeds to plant? What are brain cells? I don't have any left. Okay. What the hell was I talking about? Because I don't remember now that I had to ban a bot. I don't remember. I'm hoping that this Thursday and Friday stream are not going to be disrupted by all the stuff going on, but I guess we'll see. Again, I'm just going to play it all by ear. Oh, I was looking at, there's a Twitter feed called Wholesome Games, and basically they do, like, an on-running, like, indie direct sort of thing, both for games that are out and games that are coming out, and they highlight, like, chill games, wholesome games, like, you know, maybe games that aren't getting spotlighted elsewhere. And I bookmarked so many fucking games off of that account that looked good, or like good chill games. A lot of them aren't out yet. Some of them are free, some of them, you know, cost money. So I'm slowly adding things to the wishlist. Some things aren't wishlistable, if that makes sense. But it's a good account if you're looking for chill games. It's on Twitter. I think they have a YouTube as well. I haven't gone to their YouTube, so can't vouch for that one 100%, but the yeah, I was very much enjoying scrolling through the Twitter account, and they have a Steam list that they keep curated, I guess, as well, which is handy dandy if you use Steam. Let's see. Too much crap in my pockets. Do I not have any of these left? Did I use them all? Probably did. Oh no, they're all in here. Well, I'll add them to the other trunk then. Derp. Just trying to keep everything semi-organized. Which is a joke, as we all know. What am I missing out of here? Oh, I guess the obsidian. Let me put this in here. And I don't know if I have room for all of this, but... Oh, no, it's in this one, I think, right? What do I have in here? I have room for these. I do not have room for the popsicle. And I have witch hats in here, so we can do that. We'll give somebody the popsicle. We should give people some outfits, right? I like to give my faves outfits. I don't like to give everyone an outfit. I'm picky. Picky. We'll put the popsicle in storage for right now. Not too worried about the popsicle. And this, because I don't need this. Okay, that's not bad. Anyways, yeah, there's lots of freaking cool-looking games on there. Some unique ones, which I always like the more weird ones. There's one that somebody's working on that is a... It's kind of like a like a sim game, but it's all takes place in the Japanese countryside, and it's supposed to be like Japanese countryside sim. It's not out yet, but it looks really cute. I don't think it has a name officially announced yet, either. Otherwise I would name it, but I don't think it has a name. I just keep seeing like work in progress pictures or videos. So much farming to do. My whole farm is weeds. My brother really still wants to go see the Demon Slayer movie, which, now that I've binged all of Demon Slayer Part 1, I do get it, because it's essentially the next arc is the movie, that takes place immediately after the first season. So you have to watch the first season to understand the movie, because it picks up literally immediately after the first season. Like, the end of the first season, like the last episode, like, after the credits, there's, like a little scene, and that's, like, the beginning of the movie. But I'm not going to the movies during a pandemic, as much as I want to see it. Hopefully it'll come to streaming soon, but I don't want to go to the movies with a group of people. It defeats the fucking purpose. So, it's a whole other stupidity. I wonder if there's a limit to how many ooblets you can put on your farm, because now that we have the nerdy mine, theoretically we could make unlimited oob coops and just cover the entire barn, or the farmland in oob coops, which would mean less weeds and less shit like this. But I don't know if there's a limit. I feel like there has to be a limit, right? That would make sense. Hey, are you not watering this, my dude? Come on. I wonder if we can upgrade any of these oob coops. Hey! Welcome, Cap. Do we have anybody loose? Cap, do you know if there's a limit to how many ooblets you can put on your farm? I feel like there has to be a limit, right? I don't want to make a bunch of coops and then it'd be like, you can't put anyone else on your farm, there's too many people. I think you're limited by... Oh, so it's if I make more oob coops, then I'll be good. 'Cause that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, like, I need to make more oob coops to fill in. But then I'm like... Is it just going to limit me on how many people I can have, or is it scaling? So, if that's the case, then that's good to know. Alright. Don't think there's anything else. Get out of here, weed. Yep, Marcy is lurking in the background. I assume while she works. Listen here, weeds, get out of here. I'm already out of energy and it's like 7 in the morning in this game. Oh, yeah, no worries. It was just, I get the same bots all the time, where it's like, do you want 1 million followers? You can buy them here, and they post a link or whatever. Like, last stream I got like 15 of them at once. From like different account names, and I was like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, they just like they're just like bots that scope for small streams and then just spam the chat with links to like buy followers or whatever. It's fucking annoying. I usually get them at the beginning of the stream. It's weird because I usually get them at the very beginning of the stream, but then not for the rest of the stream, usually. It's very weird. I guess it assumes because you either have a small audience or no audience that they're like, obviously you want to buy followers. It's like, I'm good, thanks. Thanks for the offer. Let's see, what do I need to make coops? Obsidian is probably going to be the thing that I run out of easily. Do these things actually work? Because when the game first came out, these did not work. The wooden path. I took all my wooden path out because it wasn't working when the game first came out. Like, weeds were growing through the wood, which defeated the purpose of using them. Because I'll put them down if they actually work now. You don't use them? I mean, I want to try some and see if they work or not, because I don't want to fill in my entire farm with coops, unless I have to. Like, I want to checkerboard my farm, so I guess we'll see. We'll try them out. Now that there's been a few updates, maybe they work better. Keep the babies away from the saw blades. The babies do what they want, man. These babies are unhinged. I'm out of coffee. Holy shit. I never thought the day would come. We'll see if anyone is around town. We don't really need shells, but we'll pick them up anyways. Cap, I don't think you were here earlier, but I heard a rumor in the Ooblets Discord that if you fish in the wildlands, you have a better spawn rate of getting tokens for the clubs. I don't know if that's true or not, but I saw people talking about it. So, something to keep in mind. Oops. No, I don't want to dance with you. Get out of the way. You've gotten tokens super often in the world? Good to know, then. Good to know. I'll take this rare bait. Thank you very much. Ooh, uncommon Shrumbo. Nice. I still need Gleamy Shrumbo. No. I'm trying to get these mushrooms. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Mushroom. Don't mind if I do. I have not been keeping up with my model making in the game, so I don't know who I'm missing figurines of now. Because I was keeping track of it, and now I have lost track of it. Hey, unlocks 1 bean juice. Wow, don't Don't strain yourself. One whole bean juice. Damn. Alright, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh my god, don't jump. I don't know if you can swim or not, even though you kind of look like a raindrop. Let's try fishing. I think the model printer tells you who you've printed. Fair enough. Oh, shit, I got 3 tokens. Nice. Speaking of token fishing. So, I don't know if anyone in chat follows them or watches their content, but Super Mega released their 420 video and their 420 merchandise. And I don't smoke, mind you, so I just think it's funny. But they did a Super Monkey Ball challenge where every time somebody dies or falls off like every time you lose a life, the other you have to take a bong hit. And they're doing it like on face cam, mind you. And then every time you win a level, the other person has to take a bong hit. And if you've ever played Super Monkey Ball with motion controls, I mean, you can already see where this is going. And then they released merchandise that is WB, like Looney Tunes characters, Family Guy characters, and Mickey Mouse. And it's all, like 420 smoke weed play games, them, you know, red-eyed, smoking joints and shit. And they're like, ahead of time they wouldn't post pictures of the merch because they were like, we're gonna get so sued. And it's like, you actually might get sued because Disney don't fuck around with their character integrity. I don't know about WB or any of those other companies, but Disney don't fuck around. So I'm assuming it's gonna be today only. But they made like grinders and rolling papers as merch and stuff, and shirts and like a plate or whatever. And I'm like, oh my fucking, I can't. Those boys are fucking crazy. And everyone was laughing because I saw like one of the top comments on the video was like, bold of you to assume any of your followers are over the age of 21. Yeah, so if you go check out their video today or check out their merch store today, it's all this crazy shit, and it's like all rife for lawsuit. And it's just like, I'm like, damn, that's fucking bold, because they don't even, you know, print their own shit. They have a company that handles their merch distribution. So I'm like, dang. Like, it's pretty risky business. Fix this one. There we go. But yeah, so I gotta I started watching the Monkey Ball video, and then I had to stop the stream, so I'll check the rest of it out later, but it starts off strong, we'll just say that. Oh, we're gonna try and place some of these boards. Let's see what happens with these boards. It's so weird that they also, like, up your run speed. I have more in storage, I just gotta take them out. Anyways, if you smoke or know someone who smokes, you know, there's some merch out there for you. I think my boards are in here. I might be wrong. Where are my boards? I had boards pre-made. There they are. A couple left in here. Guess we should go check out the other regions. Oh, I should get some coffee first because I am dying. Or something to eat. One of the two. How much are these to buy? Is there a limit? Okay. Get some energy. We'll go to the other regions real quick. Hey, April. Welcome. How's your day going so far, April? I figured you were quiet, so you were either asleep or very busy. It's one of the two, usually. Let's see, who is here in the Nowhere region today? It was a long night. Oh no. That's not good. I'm sorry you had a long night. But I'm glad you got some sleep. So you know what's funny? I think it was on the Wholesome Games Twitter that I saw, I think it was either a video or a still from Ooblets, and somebody was at, like, the campsite in the game, like, it looked like a cutscene or something, so curious if that was just, like, promotional art, or if that's going to be something in a future update, or something that's planned for the full release of the game, like, but it was daytime, so it didn't look like this campsite. But there was, like, a campfire like this and everything. I don't know. Maybe it was just the lighting at the time that the picture was taken? No clue. Even though he never has anything new to say, we'll go talk to, Nickelback, which is Pennywise's cousin. Bye, Nickelback. See you later. Okay, nothing exciting going on in Nowhere today, sadly. Hopefully we'll get more Gleamy Rain this stream like we did last time. Ugh. Pardon my yawns. Okay, well, I ate all that energy, and I don't really want to go to the Battle Barn, so let's go to the Nurney Crag and burn off our energy for the night. And I don't think there was any peppers or anything, right, that I missed? Nope. Okay. Then I died. I mean, that's a good way to finish off your energy for the end of the day, right? Not wasted. Especially when you buy energy, like the coffee or, I'm so out of energy, I can't even pick up the mushroom. That's fine. We don't need the mushroom. The nurnies are all we need. Infinite nurnies. Yeah, we unlocked the nurnie mine in the last Ooblet stream last week. So, this is the first stream that it's been actually fully unlocked. Was the last thing we unlocked last stream. It's not that exciting. I was kind of hoping it was going to be more like in like Harvest Moon 64 when you'd go down into the actual like caves underground and then you would have like so much energy to expend and you could have like so many spots to dig, and if you dug in the wrong places, you like wouldn't make it far enough down in the mine to get rare stuff. I don't know what I was really expecting. I think my bar was very high for like, ooh, a mining minigame, and it's not even a minigame, it's just like hit the button until you're out of energy and you get nurnies. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm happy to have the nurnies because God knows I struggled to get nurnies. Let's see. No more sociopath barren house. Damn. I mean, it's slowly getting decorated. It's definitely not, like, decorated. I just started buying furniture because I'm like, we have no furniture and it looks bad. I've played the game for too long to have literally no chairs or any bed or anything. Alright, let's see if we can upgrade some of these coops. I don't have the necessary... Oh, I don't have any peppers. I need peppers. I forgot. I need peepers. Need peepers. But we can upgrade some other stuff to the yellow houses. You feel like the last upgrade is too expensive? Well, what do you mean? For the coops, or... Especially since the heating element is only a seasonal need. Well, it does so... Yeah, so it gives you all of the stuff or whatever, like all of the normal features, and then it gives you the 45% growth bonus. So, I mean, I just like it because it gives you another slot. I don't really care about the... Especially with the Nurnie Mine, like, I wouldn't bother to upgrade to this until you have the Nurnie Crag open, because it's 150 Nurnies, and you can get 150 Nurnies easily, like, more than each day. Because, if I go to the Nurnie Crag with almost full energy, I'll show you, like, how many Nurnies we can get. That's the only thing is, like, if you go, like, first thing in the morning and you're like, I don't need to do anything else, I'm gonna go to the Nurnie Crag, and I'm gonna farm, you can get a few hundred Nurnies per session, even if you don't re-up your energy. And you get obsidian sometimes, too, which is nice. I think I'll run out of obsidian long before I'll run out of Nernies now that we have this, because the obsidian that you need for making coops and stuff is a lot, I feel like, relatively rare in terms of quantity. I mean, if you came here with some lattes, you could, like, make hundreds and hundreds of Nernies in one sitting. I'm not going to completely deplete myself or we won't be able to do jack shit, but... Nope. Yeah, so I mean, even with that, we're over 634 Nernies, so... And that's not even completely depleting my energy. So that's not too bad. And if you came here with some stuff to re-up your energy, yeah, you could sit there and farm all day. You know, chili peppers. And the chili peppers don't spawn every day either, so like those, if you're not collecting them, you could run out of those really fast too. Because I don't know how many days apart they spawn. I haven't really tracked it, but it's definitely not even every other day. Pick up these ding-dang mushrooms. Hello. Talk to people while we're out and about. But yeah, I'm just gonna, excuse me, I just want to pick this up. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll just upgrade some coops. I won't worry about upgrading all the ones to the Red Hot Chili Pepper version, but we'll definitely upgrade some of these smaller coops to bigger coops for the ones that we have energy and stuff for, supplies. Because I'm going to go probably take people out of the wildlands and just shove them in the coops now. Now that you know, now that I have Nernies to actually do this. Because forever I just didn't have enough Nernies to make houses or upgrade, so... Then we can give everyone seeds to plant and do all that fun stuff. So we're slowly upgrading the farm, slowly but surely. We'll get everyone to yellow at least, and then go from there. I mean, even if we can upgrade most of these, that's a huge deal, because I've had so many low-level things. I need to come up with a funny and or stupid hashtag for my JoJo threads that people can mute on Twitter. Because everyone's gonna choke me to death if I keep talking about JoJo stuff on fucking Twitter or in general. But like me and Anthony have been talking about it, and I'm like, Anthony, when are we gonna cosplay something? Like, I need to lose, like, 40 pounds, and then I need to cosplay Guido Mista. Like, I'm not even to part 5 yet, and I'm just like, oh, I love him. I have problems. Which we already know. Okay. I am out of supplies. I have 19 Nernies left. I just used over 600 Nernies. And I upgraded so many fucking Oob Coops. Yay, upgrades. And then we'll you know, start getting this all fucking fixed up and getting all these seeds planted, and it'll be great. Okay. Do I have anything that needs to be planted? Nope, I'm good for the moment. Yeah, people are bothering, just mute JoJo. Well, that's great if I put the term in every tweet, but when I don't put the term in every tweet, then people can't really mute it. That's what I mean. Is it's like I need to just like come up with a hashtag to like for people who don't want to see my ramblings, because it's like last night I fell into the cosplay hole, and then I was like, look at this Killer Queen cosplay, look at this Zawurdo cosplay. I was like, oh no, and I'm like, I'm not tagging any of this shit, I'm just retweeting shit. Like, I try to not tweet about it as often as I want to. I try to keep it all mostly in that one thread that like me and Anthony are talking in. So I think he's getting tagged in them, but it's not like... I don't think when I post in the thread it's really getting front paged on people's feeds as much, aside from him, because he's tagged in it. Twitter's very weird with its algorithm on how it shows people stuff. So I probably talk about it more than people notice I talk about it. And I just know, like, the farther in I get to the show, the more I'm going to talk about it. Because part 1... So I just finished part 1. And part 1, in comparison to the other 7 parts, is pretty boring. I mean, it's like the background of the story. Like, it's the origin story of the story itself, more so than the characters. So, like, part 1 doesn't even have most of the same mechanics. Part 1 is like an 80s action movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone. Is kind of... It's like if you imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone in a vampire movie, but it's very gory and R-rated, that would be Season 1 and kind of Season 2 mixed with The Mummy. Because Season 2 is like... Or Part 2 is kind of like, Egyptian, Aztec mixture, gods, resurrection, and killing Nazis, and... You know... It starts getting unhinged in Part 3, I would say. But, like, the power systems in Part 1 and 2 are different than Part 3 through 8. So, I haven't hit, like, the really fucking nuts part of the show yet. So I know, like, when I start hitting, like, Part 3 and 4, like, that's when shit will start going wild. So I am gonna want to meme pretty fucking hard. And I really, really, like, there's so many good cosplays, and I watch so many stupid videos and shit. And it's like, even though I hate the body horror element and the gore, I really fucking love, like, the fact that it's all drawn from fashion magazines, and everything in the entire show is named after music, or lyrics, or famous musicians. And I don't watch the English version, but in the English version, all of the copyrighted things, which is everything, like, everything's named after, like, a famous musician, a famous lyric, a famous song title, or a famous band or whatever. They renamed all of them in the English version to, like, weird knockoffs. So, for example, there is a stand called Limp Bizkit, just like the band, but in the American version, they're called Flaccid Pancake, and I wish I was making that up. And, like, there's one that's, you know, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, and then they're renamed something like Irrefutable Acts Done at a Reasonable Price or something. And, like, that shit's so funny to me. Like, it's just... I can see why it's one of the most memed shows ever. But Jesus Christ, like... I was telling April, like, I logged onto Twitter to check, like, my messages yesterday. And JoJo was the top trending thing because JoJo Leon came out. The new book of JoJo Leon came out, which is part 8. And so it was literally trending. And, like, the thing is like, if you don't watch the show, you don't know that that's even what's happening. But... Stone Ocean trended like a week ago, and then JoJolion trended yesterday, and I'm just like, I can't escape it, it's fucking everywhere. And then it's like midnight, and I'm reading really gross body horror things about characters that I haven't gotten to yet. And I'm just like, ugh. It's pretty bad. I just love the aesthetically, it's so fucking unique, and it's so cool. And, like, the fandom definitely, like anything, like, there's, you know, shitty people in every fandom. There's no escaping that. And there's a lot of edgelords and shit. But there is some, like, really funny memes. Ooh, I got a crown. And there's, like, really interesting content, like, fan-created content. And there's... The music's really good in the show. And the fashion's really unique. And, like, just the concept is really unique. And the way it evolves, like, from going from, like, an 80s action movie to, Oh, I don't like the gore. Like, I'm, like, screaming and covering my face during the gore. But I haven't really gotten to the really bad part of the show yet. Like, the first 2 seasons are more, like, campy action movie. Like, there's a few moments, like, I didn't know it was gonna get gory, and then it got gory, and I was like, okay, now I know what to expect. But, like, some of the moments are so stupid that it's, like, it should, like, if it was in live action, it would be much grosser. But, like, I don't like the body horror gore stuff. Like, it's super triggering and very horrible, especially in the later seasons. In the early seasons, it's not bad. In the early 2 seasons, it's basically, like, very overpowered vampire god versus 80s action movie star, is how I would describe it. But so, like, in the first 2 seasons, they use something called Hammond power, which I'm assuming is taken from, like, a Michael Jackson reference, because everything's named after music. But basically, it's, like, a breathing technique that they use to, like, power up their fighting and stuff, which, okay, isn't uncommon in anime, obviously, if you watch any anime. I mean, it's the same concept as, like, Dragon Ball Z or whatever. The only, like, it takes place in 1800s England in the first part, so it's, like, Jack the Ripper's there, and, like, the guy who turns into, like, a dark vampire god is, like, very overpowered, like, immediately, like, as soon as he gets his power, he basically becomes, like, Jesus. But it's not really, like, a lot of body horror and gore. Like, there's weird things, but they're not really explained, or, like, they're brushed over very, very, like immediately. Like, there's a part where, like, they show a dog with, like, a human head, and it can talk, and then it immediately gets killed. There's no explanation as to how it happened, or if it's a dude whose head was ripped off and shoved on a dog's butt. It's literally not explained. It just gets killed immediately. And that's the amount of explanation you get. But he's easily, like, they easily make Dio in the first couple of episodes, like in the first 2 episodes even, they easily make him the most hated anime antagonist I've probably ever seen in a show. Like, any despicable act you can do, he immediately does, like, 7 minutes into the show. Like, first episode, you've just met this character, he's already killed a dog, hit a woman, assaulted a woman, fucking made someone's own father turn on them, like, ruined an entire kid's life. Like, he's just the worst asshole ever, and then he becomes, like, the most powerful being to have ever existed. And it's like, oh, this is, like, he's next level fucking crazy, because even before he becomes empowered, he's already, like, the worst person. Human face dog, that's a thing. Well, I was like, what is this? Mars Attacks is now a JoJo reference? It was, like, literally a human head on a dog body. And they don't even explain it. And they're just like, that's a thing that's here all of a sudden, but is not explained. Because this is, like, in 1800s England, and everything's normal until it's not. And then there's zombies, and there's vampires, and Jack the Ripper gets turned into a vampire, but the vampires in the show aren't, like, American vampires. They're fucking crazy overpowered. So, like, Jack the Ripper cuts a horse's head off and crawls inside the body and then comes out of the neck stump of the fucking horse to attack somebody. It's the weirdest shit. And then blades come out of his body because he's Jack the Ripper, and that makes sense somehow. Mind you, the first 3 episodes of this show feel like a 20-episode arc. Like, the amount of story that is packed into an episode of the first season of JoJo, I can see why people are like, this show is fucking boring. But it's so fucking weird and out there, and, like, not even in the way that people meme on it for, because, mind you, in season 3 on is when they have what's considered stand power, which is, like, their subconscious forms a physical manifestation of power, and they all have unique abilities. So, like, Sticky Fingers can create zipper dimensions, and he can unzip people's bodies into separate parts and keep them alive and torture them. Or he can create, like, portals with zippers. Or, like, all this different shit. Or you can have control over bullets, and you shoot little tiny fucking bullets out of a gun, and you can steer them with your mind. But, like, your stand is based on your subconscious, so, like, if you're a good guy, like, your stand might be kind of human-looking, or, like, a big beefy dude, or, like, a, you know, a superhero kind of look. Or it might look like a robot, or it might look like a monster. And they all are totally different, and they all totally have different powers, and that's when it starts getting, like, quote-unquote weird, is when it really gets to season 3. Oh, it is so funny to watch, like, out-of-context clips, because there's, so one dude, in part 4, has a stand that's a healing stand, which, you know, there's people who have stands that don't just hurt people, that, you know, help them. So one of the healing stands is from this guy, and I don't know his name, and I don't know his stand's name offhand because I haven't gotten to that part yet. But he has a healing stand, and basically he can put his stand into food, and he runs a restaurant. So he runs a restaurant, and his food heals people. So people go to his restaurant, and his food is very delicious, but it's also able to heal them. So people go there to get their ailments healed, which, you know, sounds great, right? Like, you go to this delicious restaurant, you get some nice, you know, pasta, some nice Italian, because I think it's an Italian restaurant. You get some nice Italian food, and it cures all your wounds. It makes you feel better. It gives you energy. But even in the healing stands, have the most grotesque, over-the-top fucking, like, reactions. So, for an example, this guy goes in, and he has a hurt shoulder, right? Like, he has an injured shoulder, a sore shoulder or something. And he starts eating the food, and he's like, oh, this is so delicious. And then he starts, like, his shoulder starts burning. And he's like, oh, my shoulder's really itchy. And he starts, like, itching at his shoulder. And he itches through his shirt, and he's like, ripping his shirt off. And he's tearing his skin, like, off of his shoulder, like, in chunks. Like, it's just, like, coming off on his hands like fucking pudding. And he's, like, tearing through his shoulder until he, like, rips all of his fucking skin and tissue out. And then it regrows. And fucking his shoulder's healed, and he's, like, brand new, like nothing ever happened. But to get to that point, he has to, like, undo... Oh, it's gonna get worse. So, if you want to eat, stop there. But, like, one guy goes in there with a stomach ache, and, like, literally it disembowels him, and then he grows new intestines and new guts and stuff. I mean, and it's graphic. Like, one dude, his teeth shoot out, because he has cavities. And they shoot out, like, at the force of bullets, though. And, like, it's stuck in the ceiling and in the table and shit. Like, yeah, even the healing stands are very graphic. But that's not until part 3 and 4, like, that shit starts. So, like, I'm only on... I just finished part 1. So I'm not even to that, like, part of the show. So the first part takes place in 1800 England. And then the next part, I think, takes place in 1980s New York. So... It's really funny to, like, read the comments on the show, because I'm watching it on Crunchyroll, and it's really funny to read the comments on some episodes, because, like, I got to the end of part 1, and people are like, wait a second, but the main character was killed. And it's like, yeah, like, the main character was killed, you're correct. And he doesn't come back or anything. I'm like, it's not the story of this character, it's the story of his lineage, like... So every part is a different place, a different time, and a different character. That's me when I get a mosquito bite. Well, hopefully not to the extent of in the show, because it is pretty fucking nasty. But yeah, so there's some really cool stands, and then there's some really, like, gross ones, and then there's, like, you know, other content in the show it's not, like, a kid-friendly show at all. I mean, people assume because it's animated that, like, oh, it's probably not that gross. Oh, it's pretty fucking bad. And then there's, like, other stuff in the show that's, you know, bad, like... So, okay, part 1, vampires, whatever. Part 2, you have, I want to say, it's based on, like, the excursion to Egypt, or Aztec, or wherever it's supposed to be, like, ruins, and the resurrection of the gods. And then you have, like, a season where it's, I want to say, maybe 90s Japan, it looks like. Then there's a Italian mafia season. Then there's a women's prison season. Then there's the Old West kind of styled season. Right now they're on a sailor boat kind of season in terms of the books. Yeah, I mean, it's all over the place. Aesthetically, it's really fucking cool. Because if you watch Araki, who is the artist who does the books, if you ever watch him draw, like, he literally sits just surrounded by fashion magazines, and he draws directly from fashion magazines. Like... Gleamy. Could we have Gleamy Rain, maybe? Like, he does... It's not even, like, lightly referenced. It's, like, literally directly pulled from. And, like, so many people have done, like, side-by-sides of character poses or character outfits in, like, fashion magazines, because it's literally, yes, Gleamy Rain, fantastic. But, like, characters are named after everything from, like, Limp Bizkit to Prince to, you know... There's a character named, REO Speedwagon... So, like, if you like music, or if you want to find new music to like, you could just scroll through names of fucking JoJo characters and stands. Or at least the Japanese versions, because the English versions get pretty fucking dumb. I will say that. There's a funny video of somebody ranking the localization of the stand names in English, because they are very stupid. Like, some of them are close, and then some of them are just so fucking what the hell. And there's a live-action movie based on Part 4, which I watched a clip of, and I was like, wow, I'm curious how they're gonna animate the stands, because it's not like you can just put a dude in a suit. And honestly, I really like the way the stands were animated for a live-action adaptation. I mean, I don't know how overall it is. It's probably shit, just like most anime adaptations, but I was like, for something this non-realistic, I'm like, this is actually handled pretty well in concept. So maybe when I get to Part 4, if I make it that far, I'll watch the live-action movie as well, because it's on YouTube. Like, you can stream it. It's legally on YouTube for rental or purchase or whatever. That's for, Diamond is Unbreakable, is what that part is called. So the movie, I think, is also called Diamond is Unbreakable. Anyways, enough JoJo talk. I know it's not everyone's thing, but I do foresee JoJo cosplay if I ever get into any remote amount of shape. And I don't even mean, like, jacked, like Season 1 JoJo. I just mean, like, not where I'm at right now. I really do think I want to cosplay Guido Mista from Part 5. I love his outfit. I think I love him from the clips I've seen. And there's a clip of him feeding his stand, which I've never seen that in any other clips, like people like taking care of their stands, because they're not, like, you know, they're not pets or something. They're manifestation of power and your subconscious or whatever. But he's very fatherly to his stand, which his stand is 6 bullets, except for the number 4, because he's superstitious and number 4 is unlucky. But he, like, feeds them food and, like, talks to them like children. And everyone's like, it's because his subconscious, like, he's very paternal. But he's, like, a teenager, mind you. So it's like, okay, like, that's kind of sweet. Like, sure, he's a mafia, you know, a part of a gang, and he's a fucked up individual, like most anime characters, but I'm like, oh, I kind of like him, and he looks really cool. Oops. I'm like, I like his stupid fucking outfit. I'm like, I want to be in shape so I can wear stupid clothing like this. I would do any of his outfits probably, but probably his main outfit, you know, the most recognizable one, which is like red and blue, but it's like crop top sweater kind of thing. I don't know how to describe it. I wish that any of the JoJo games had been ported to PC, because I would 100% play them. I don't think any of them have been ported to PC. I know that there's some on the old PlayStation consoles, like PlayStation 2 or 3, but I don't think any of them have been ported, from what I've seen. I tried to Google, because there's a lot of fucking JoJo games over the years, because JoJo's been around since the 80s. Alright, I'm shutting up. Get into rabbit holes. You know how it is. Anyways, I don't know if anyone else has been watching anything new or exciting lately. Pretty much between finishing Demon Slayer Part 1, I'm still watching My Hero Academia. I'm on Season 2 of that, so I just got to, like, where they catch Hero Killer Stain. So I'm not done with Season 2 yet, but I'm watching that. That's a light watch, so that's not hard. The only episode so far of that show that's been difficult to watch was Todoroki's history. There was, like, 2 episodes that kind of talked about Todoroki's background. That was kind of hard to watch. And they don't put, like, you know, anime don't put any fucking trigger warnings or whatever, so I was like, I was not expecting that. Which, if you've never watched My Hero Academia, I mean, it is basically, like, you know, a shonen. It's for little kids or whatever. It's like a coming-of-age story. There's a little bit of swearing, but it's not gory or anything like that. But Todoroki's background is pretty dark, and they do, you know, go into it in detail. And I think I also kind of misunderstood a little bit of it. Spoilers if you care about the first 2 seasons of My Hero Academia, I guess. But so like Todoroki comes from a shitty ass background, and I won't go into super detail about it, but there's a line that his dad says in one of the flashbacks, about he says he put the mother in the hospital, and I thought he meant that he like beat the living shit out of her until she was, in the hospital. And no, what they meant was they put her in a fucking asylum. Like, they had her locked up. They had her committed. But they don't say it like that. They say it like, they show him, abusing the mom, and then like later on in the flashback, when she does something fucked up, he's like, yeah, I put her in the hospital. And it's like, I thought that he killed the mom or something. I didn't think that like he had her put in an asylum. And I don't know if they do that on purpose or if it's a translation issue. Because the way that the scene is set, it very much alludes to like he physically hurt her to the point of being hospitalized. Because he's, superhero powers are genetic in that world, so his dad is like the number 2 superhero in Japan. And so his dad, like, is an abusive husband. And the mom is, like, so traumatized and, obviously an abuse victim because her husband's a fucking psycho asshole. Even though he's a superhero, he's, like, still a piece of shit as a person. And I do like that the show kind of touches on that because, like, not all superhero shows, especially, like, aimed at a younger audience, like, obviously it is like all superheroes are like perfect, and if people had superpowers they would all be great, and everyone's a super nice person and it's all wonderful, and it's like these are real people but they just happen to have superpowers. So like they have a bunch of kids, and Todoroki's, I don't know if he's the youngest or he's the second to youngest or something, but he inherits both of his parents' superpowers, which is, he looks half like his dad and half like his mom. Like he's literally split down the middle of like having both their powers. And because he resembles the dad and half resembles her, he overhears her as a little kid, like, talking to, I think, her mom on the phone, and basically is like, I can't raise this child, it looks too much like him, every day he acts more like him, he has his powers, I can't do this, I can't deal with this child, and then she does something horrible to him out of reaction, and the father puts her in an asylum based on her behavior. But it's like the framing of it really looked different, and I was like, man, like, I mean, you're meant to hate the character anyways, like, you're meant to hate Todoroki's dad, because he is a massive fucking piece of shit. He's not a villain, but he's a horrible person. Like, he's a worshipped hero, but he's also, like, the worst human, like, ever. But they don't, like, give you any heads up that, like, this is gonna, like, be talked about or shown in this cartoon that's, like, meant for children. And it's like, oh, like, we're having this big battle tournament, and then, like, at school, like, this high school, sports tournament arc, and then he's having these flashbacks to his past, because his dad shows up to the tournament, and it's, like, his backstory, and it's, like, superheroes tend to have bad, backstories most of the time, whether it be a shitty upbringing or, like, some traumatic event, but it's like, fuck, man, like, I wasn't expecting all this. And it's only, like, at least so far, it's only, like, covered in, like, 1 or 2 episodes, and then, like, the rest is just, like, Todoroki, standing up to his dad and, like, deciding if he wants to use his father's side of his powers and shit like that, and if he only, because, like, up until then, he had only been using his mom's powers, and he goes and sees his mom in the asylum, and that's, like, when you realize, like, all this time that it was talked about, because he's, like, his mom hadn't seen him his whole life because of what happened. She had been locked up in this mental hospital his whole life, and he's in high school, and he goes and sees his mom, and his mom is alive and in this hospital, and then like he like reconnects with her and is like, yo, I've gone my whole life without using dad's power because you fucking traumatized me and have been in this hospital and shit, and it's like, yeesh. Listen, Japanese kid shows don't fuck around. They talk about real shit. They don't fucking sugarcoat fucking nothing. That's like, damn. I mean, it's it's a good show. I mean, it's not great. Like, I mean, I know it's like one of the most popular shows that's come out in like the last 5 years or whatever, 10 years, whenever it came out. But at the same time, it's like, it's definitely young, geared at a younger audience. Like, the writing is not like impeccable. The fights are not like super exciting or anything. I mean, there's some dynamics that are really cool, I will say that. And I like the concept overall. But it's not like, you know, god tier anime or something. It's just like an easy watch. There's very little, like, I mean, it talks about, like, you know, serious topics. But it's not, like, so heavy that it's like, you know, I'm crying over it or something. Oh, look at all my gleamies! They look so cute! It's a horde of gleamies. I love it. I'm almost out of energy and we're not even to, like, noon. But yeah, I've, you know, even though it's not, like, something super heavy, it's, like, a good, like, nighttime watch because it's not, like, something that's, like, gonna give you fucking nightmares or keep you up at night. It's like, oh, it's a bunch of kids and, like, you know, in a world where most of the population has superpowers. Like, whether or not the people become heroes or not, it's you know, it's not guaranteed, like, oh, everyone's a superhero. Like, no, not everyone is a superhero, obviously. That would be insane. But it's also, like, what if there was schools to, like, teach people how to be a superhero? Because obviously only, like, 1% of the population or less is going to become a superhero, or a supervillain, for that matter. And obviously, like, unlike things like Venture Brothers, where you have the school for heroes and villains, it's, you know, there's school for superheroes and basically, like, people who don't do well or drop out or have, you know, some kind of mental grudge or problem with stuff, or people who are experimented on or hate the system tend to become the villains. And obviously some people just want, like, power and money and shit. And heroes all have different motivations and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. Like, they don't just make it out like, I want to be a great superhero and help people. Like, some people are in it for the money. Because it's, like, controlled by the government, and, like, they're paid based on how much they do or something, or, like, what tier they are, and they have to be, like, licensed and shit. And it's an interesting concept. I mean, it's not, like, anything totally new, but, like, the way it's handled is interesting, I guess. If that makes sense. But yeah, it's a good light watch. Wow, do I not have... Oh, I have one. How many do I need? Do I need more than one? I only need one. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna try and get this first gleamy of the day. Anyways. Enough gross and spoilery anime talk. I try to not talk too many spoilers on stream, just because I know, especially with, like, bigger shows, like, some people actually want to watch, or are behind on, like me. I'm behind on fucking everything, so. Okay, let's see. Who do we want to use? I don't really remember his moves. We're gonna try that team and hope for the best. All right, let's get this first gleamy, hopefully. Well, block from stun might be good. We'll use that. Gain a hype. Start off with a little bit of hype. And we'll earn 3 points. Let's see, we can also block from Fluster. We'll do that. Right, and kind of lucky with Elixir cards. And then we can do another hype. And we can get 3 points. It's not the most points to start off a fight, but it's better than nothing. Earn 1 hype. They have hype cards too, which is not great. Earn 4 points. No. Earn 8 points and add 1 Fluster. Oh no, they earn 8 points. Well, at least we have the block Fluster up, so we're good. Let's see, what do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's add a move to our hand first. Ooh, what did we get? Earn 6 points. So we can do all of those. So let's do our hype first. You get to pick which Gleamy you get. Is the blue one rare? Okay, so Gleamies are basically like Pokemon shinies. There are 3 types of each Ooblet. There's a regular, an uncommon, and a Gleamy, which is a shiny. So when you fight, they automatically just have a gang so that it's like evenly matched. So if I fight this team and win, I will get the one on the far left, which is the Gleamy. So you don't get a choice. You get whatever is like out when you first like approach it is what you'll get, and then their team is random. So sometimes it's all one Ooblet, sometimes it's a bunch of different Ooblets. Yeah. So the blue one is the one we're fighting for, and he is Gleamy, so he is rare. And right now we have Gleamy Rain, which is like the rainbow rain that's going on, which means in every region of the world there is one Gleamy right now, guaranteed. So we'll go to the other regions, and we'll be able to see what other Gleamies are available. And hopefully they're not ones we already have. No, they might actually win if they pull another good card. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh my god, they're gonna win. No! They had really good cards. No, we didn't win. Oh, well, that's one Gleamy we lost. Shit. Well, oh well. We have 2 more to try. Yeah, not until the next time I find it in the wild. So if you fight someone and lose, they disappear. So that one's gone. Welp. Oh well. Also during Gleamy Rain, you have a higher statistic of getting rare like resources. So I check the beach for like the rare shells and stuff. Damn. Oh well. Nope, nothing exciting on the beach. Okay, so we'll go to the next region and we will try to see who else there is, and we will come back because I'll probably need resources to fight whoever we need to go up against. Let's go to Mamunia first, because that's always the least exciting find. And then we'll go to nowhere and hope we can get Lixir, because we're still on the hunt for Lixir, the Gleamy Lixir. Damn, I can't believe that I lost that. I mean, I can believe it because they had really good cards, but oh well. It happens. He's not the first Gleamy we've lost, and he won't be the last. Oh, Gleamy Cactus. I think we have the Gleamy Cactus, right? Yeah, we already have the Gleamy Cactus. The blue one. Bluish green. Alright. What does it take to get him? Quib or something? I mean, we can do it just for lulz. Yeah. We'll just do it just for XP. We don't really need to win it, but extra Gleamies never hurt either. Let's see, we have gain a beat. I have 6, so we can do... Well, we can't steal anything because there is nothing to steal. Gleamies poop out obsidian sometimes, so it's always worth... Oh, really? I didn't know that. I did not know that. I should get all the Gleamies then. I always assumed that the obsidian on the farm was just from them, like, picking crops and, like, randomly finding it. I never knew that it was Gleamy poop. So, I just learned something new. Let's see, we'll get some hype. Get some hype. And I have 3 points left, so I can do... Well, I can do basically everything. I don't need to steal, still, because I don't have any points. Lixir, you need to set up some protections, my friend. Ugh, I really needed that block stun. Damn. Earn 19 points after 4 turns of warm-up. Oh no. That's dangerous. Damn it. Okay, gain a beat. Damn, 4 hype is fucking OP. We're gonna go for that. And then... Yeah, we'll take the 13 points to give us a little bit of a lead. Lose 10 points, gain 3 beats. Add 3 Fluster. Oh my god. They just negated, like, most of my fucking hype. Steal a random opponent's signature move. No. Steal 6 points. No, don't steal from me. That's not nice. I haven't stolen from you. I think we're gonna be okay, though. I think we're good. Yay, we're good on this one. This one wasn't too hard. Because Hermble kind of fucks you. He's, like, the worst Ooblet. He basically negates most of your own points. So, fighting somebody with Hermble on their team is usually pretty easy. Everybody got XP. And we will take the Gleamy Bristle Bud as well. Give me your poop. Thank you for your cactus poop. I just imagine, like, picking up a cactus ball and carrying it around in my pocket for the rest of the day. Like, that's great. I could have done with another Gleamy from this region, but... Uis. It's one of those things where it's like, I mean, they give you a seed, but it's like, why do they gotta make a fart noise? Like, why can't they, like, just drop a seed, like, from their head or something, or out of their, like, flowers? No, they have to poop it out. That was a choice. We love the fart noise. Okay. Now the moment of truth. Let us see who is at nowhere today, because it makes me smile every time because I'm a child. I mean, at least it's not like a super gross fart noise. You know, it's like a relatively kind of stupid cartoony one. I won't hold my breath for good Elixir, but I guess we'll see. Because I think we have most of the Gleamies from nowhere, except for Elixir. Okay, they're not up front, so let's head into the depths. Wait, he's not yellow. He looks pink. Wait a second. I'm so confused. Because even in the guidebook, he's yellow. What the fuck? Is he like gold? I need 3 globs to... Is he yellow, but it's just the lighting? I'm so confused. He looks very orange, but like when the light shines on him, he looks very like gold colored. Okay, well, we need stuff to get him anyways. I'm so excited. I'm gonna lose this, but I really, really don't want to lose this. I hope he's orange instead of, like, pea-colored, because in the guide, he looks pea-colored. So, hopefully not the case. Okay, we need some supplies to be able to fight him. He's turning yellow as the lighting changes. Yeah, that's... I'm more worried that, like, because nowhere is dark, like, it's making him look dark, like orange, but I'm scared he's gonna be, like, pee-pee colored, like the guide makes him look. Okay, we need some stuff. Hopefully... Well, how bad would it be if I don't have the stuff to fucking get him? I will be so fucking sad. I have 2 already. What else do I need? I need to make more. I need... Hyperglob Fructose Muzzflower. I need Hyperglob, Fructose, and Muzzflower. I thought I had Muzzflower, I do. And I have Fructose. Yay! I was scared that I wasn't going to have the stuff and I was going to be sad. Do you want a bottle of sparkling pea as a pet? No! I love Elixir, but I don't want him to be pee-pee colored. I've waited so long to get Gleamy Elixir. He's best. But tell me those bubbles don't look fucking yellow as hell. And as you can see in his other pictures, his bubbles are the same color as his goo. So, I'm really assuming he's gonna be pretty fucking yellow. But we're gonna go try for it. Oh, hey, I got wishies for that. Nice. Alright, let's go try to get this good pee-pee boy. Because the day is soon over. Oh my god, I can't believe we're finally gonna maybe get Elixir. Gleamy Elixir, I'm so excited. I still haven't seen the pajama. Ooblet. I don't know if he's not until the next update, but he's in the guide, so somebody somebody had to add him to the guide. He didn't just appear on his own. Alright. He is kind of orange looking. I don't know why he looks so yellow in the guide, but he looks more orange here, which is reassuring. So we know that they can fight Stun, and we know that they can fight Fluster. So we don't need to worry about trying to Fluster or Stun them. We just need to worry about getting points and hype. So definitely them. He's all stunned, so that's not great. This is probably good. And then what has he got? No. No. Who should I make my last? Or is it only 5? It's only... That's 4. I need one more person. Who should I make my last one? Because stun's probably a waste. Unless I get it the very first turn. Shit. Because his only move is stun. And get 3 points and earn a new move. I could level him up. And then obviously this is to block from stun. You know what? I'm going to throw in my own elixir. And we're going to just go for it. Just in case. Okay, gain a free beat for every card played, so that's always good to start with. Gives us a little bit of extra points. We'll take the hype. And we'll take the 8 points. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so they're blocked from stun, which I assumed. Oh, that's all they did? Okay. That's kind of weird. Gain a hype. We can always use hype, because it'll help us end the battle quicker. We'll try this one. And then we can earn 6 points. Okay, so we're halfway there, unless they steal. Why do they only keep playing one thing? Like, they're not even playing any attack cards. That's really weird. Take another hype. I'm like waiting for them to pull some kind of big move out of their pocket, because they're not doing anything in terms of getting points or attacking. Wow, they got 1 point. That was it? They got 1 point? Well, we won that one easy. That was weird. Elixir was like not doing anything. Well, we finally... They're just here to vibe, man. Like, PP Jar is just... He's, like, happy to have a home. He's like, nobody wants me because I'm full of pee. He's like, please take me home. Please. I can't believe we finally got Gleamy Elixir, man. Like, I'm so happy. Even though he looks like he's full of pee-pee. Of course we're gonna take the seed. Of course. PP jar. Insert the, like, I've got a jar of dirt song, but I've got a jar of pee. Oh my god, I can't believe we finally did it! Well, we didn't do too terrible, despite losing the first one. The first battle. So we're just gonna take a quick run around just to make sure there's no more gems, because you can always use gems. I say a person who never uses the gems. But one day I'm gonna need them, and then I'm gonna... You're not mine. Why are you following me? Go away. Go away. Nobody wants you. PP jar. I don't hear any other gems, but I'm just gonna take a quick run around the back. We won't say hi to Nickelback this time. He doesn't deserve our hello. Oh, now I hear a gem. Where is it? I hear it. Where is it? Am I just not seeing it? Where is it? I hear you, gem, but I don't see you. There it is. I don't know how I didn't see that, but I didn't see that. Why is this friend following me? You're not on my team. Stop following me. Go home. Go home. I shove an old woman out of the way by accident. New PP friend. A new PP friend. We're gonna go plant our new friends. What if we get Gleamy Rain back-to-back like we did last stream? That shit was insane, too. It's like, I went like 100 days with no Gleamy Rain, and then all of a sudden got it twice in a row. We are so tired. Look at us. We are dying. Okay. Hopefully we have enough energy to go plant these. We have some snacks, though. We can always eat snacks to help us feel better. Okay, what else do we have to plant? The crown isn't for me? Damn. I want cool clothing. My Ooblets have cooler clothing than me. Okay. Planted. Burn off my little bit of energy on farm work, because I'm about to pass out. Nope, not enough energy. Okay. Gleamy Rain. I want a pirate hat for me. Ooblets get pirate hats, but I don't. Unfair. Yeah. The Ooblets get better clothing than us. Like, what's up with that? I don't want a fucking fanny pack. I want some of this fucking clothing. Who do I give... Hold on. Okay. Will it go... That's so dumb. I just like putting the weird accessories on like people it doesn't fit on. Oh my god! And it doesn't clip through. I want a cheat code to play as an Ooblet. Where's the mods? Where's the mods for this game? Elixir, you dropped this, my king. Hold on. Look at his little fucking crown. Yeah, when the Gleamy Elixir is grown, I'll give him the crown. But for right now, while he's in the dirt, regular Elixir, or uncommon Elixir will wear the crown. Look at that dumb shit. Wow, look at this great view of me petting my Elixir. That was so cute. I don't even know how you could say that wasn't the cutest thing you've ever seen. Nope. Still can't pet him inside. Just get a view of the wall. That's real exciting commentary. Oh my god, look how fucking big that crown is. It's fucking huge. Damn. That's a big fucking crown for a little tiny ass Ooblet. Okay. We have planted our stuff. We are out of energy. It is bedtime. I do need to be, like, buying some better fucking furniture. Like, every now and then there's one, like, weird item in the store. But otherwise it's mostly, like, the same, like, kind of common stuff. Let's see. No gleamies today. Oh, it's raining, though, so we'll get raining stuff. Your weird item in the store. I am worth 5 cents. That's my net worth. Got a magnet. There's so many games that I've, like, been bookmarking that haven't come out yet, and then there's, like, so many, like, either chill town sims or farming sims. It's like, farming sims has definitely become, like... It's weird, because, like, when Harvest Moon was the thing, like, it was the only thing like that, and, like, The Sims was, like, the next closest thing, and now it's, like, every other game is a farming sim, but they're all, like, so similar, it's, like, stupid. It's like, oh, we changed one or two mechanics, but it's the same game. And, like, a lot of them are in the same style. Like, a lot of them are in that, like, retro pixel style. Which, I mean, everything has an audience, so there's nothing wrong with that. But it's like, whenever I try to look for, like, chill games, it's like 90% of them all look identical, and they all look like the same game with, like, a similar plot of, like, the original Harvest Moon, which is, your grandparents died and left you a farm, and now it's your time to fix up the farm and to, like, get married and craft things, and it's like, okay, that's just Harvest Moon. You just made a Harvest Moon game. Like... but independently. And it's like, there's new Harvest Moon, like, they're still making Harvest Moon games. It's not like they're not making them still. So it's like, I could just buy Harvest Moon. So it's like, I'm always looking for games to, like, add into the rotation that are other chill, like, long-term games. But it's like, I don't know what to pick, because there's so many that are, like, similar. And then a lot of things get released in early access, just like Ooblets did. And it's like, then you have to wait for updates to have enough to play. I need to get back to my time in Portia sometime. The farm in that is your uncle was like, oh, I stopped maintaining this and moved away. Sorry, your problem now. Yeah, similar kind of, you know, base thing. Like, there's, you know, like, Cozy Cove, at least aesthetically, is different. Or Cozy Grove, sorry. I don't know why I always call it Cozy Cove, because I guess that's more alliterative than Cozy Grove. But, Cozy Grove, like, aesthetically looks good, but everyone's main complaint about it is that per day you only have, like, 30 or 60 minutes worth of gameplay. And it's like, that's not really great for streaming, then, because 30 or 60 minutes of gameplay is not a very long stream. So if I played that in something else, then that's one thing. But if people are saying, oh, you get an average of 30 minutes of gameplay a day, and then you have to wait real time for the next day to, like, shift over, that's not ideal for a streaming setup. It's good for casual play, like, on your own, but... Okay, what are y'all working or not? Because I don't see a whole lot of picking going on. I don't know how accurate that is if people just don't know because it's a new game, like the game mechanic. Like, maybe that's not the truth and it's just what people are saying. I don't know, because the game does have very high reviews so far, but it's also brand new, so I don't know. It still aesthetically is kind of my jam more than a lot of the other games I've seen, because it's like a spooky, cute sort of painterly style as opposed to, like, you have retro pixel art. So I still probably would check it out. 30 minutes real life for one day game. No, yeah, it's like you do like 30 to 60 minutes worth of quests in, you know, in terms of real life time. And then, like, you have to wait for a new quest, but they only re-up like once a day. I guess it's to keep people from grinding. Like, they're trying to make it a slower paced game, kind of like Animal Crossing, where there's only so much you can do per day. Supposedly you can do, like, unlimited crafting and unlimited decorating and, like, you know, non-quest items. Like, you can do other gameplay. But I think in terms of quests, you only have so much per day that you can do. But, I mean, that's okay, because, like, I think for a chill game to kind of, like, slow you down by the game mechanic so that you don't just beat the game and have nothing left to do in 2 days, there's nothing wrong with that. I haven't played it yet, so I can't, you know, give my own 2 cents on it, because I haven't played it. But the reviews are all very good, I will say that. Like, everyone says the story is good, the art is great. I think the only complaint I've really seen is just that mechanic. But I haven't played it, so I can't weigh in on that. But I do want to check it out, because it does look very interesting and unique for a game of a similar kind of theme. grab a few nernies while we're here, even if it's just a couple, because I'm out of nernies. That's fine for right now. I got 47 nernies. I'm rich. Just check for peppers, because I don't know when the fuck they spawn. But yeah, there's tons of... I was talking... I don't know if you were here earlier for it, Cap, but there's a Twitter feed for Wholesome Games, is what it's called. And they post all, like, indie and, like, small developer games for, like, all different consoles and PC and stuff. And it's games that are not only already out, but games that are coming out, like, in the next year or so. So there's lots of games that aren't published yet, but are, like, up for wishlisting on Steam. And so I've been wishlisting shit tons of unreleased games. So there are lots of cool and cute and chill games coming out of all sorts. Like, there's a cool game coming out in Japan soon for Nintendo Switch that's like a food truck game, but it's like a cartoony cat game. You play as a cat or a family of cats. And it seems very cute and chill, but it's not out yet. That'll be on Switch sometime this year. I don't know if they set a specific date for America or not yet. I still want to get Taiko Master for Switch, but that's a more expensive investment than just buying a game. Let's check the Battle Barn real quick and see who's up for grabs in there. Let's see, Glanter, Oogum, Gumple, Nam Nam, nothing exciting. I don't know if you can get a Jam or a Jam or whatever the hell his name is, the pajama one yet. I haven't seen him outside of the guide. No, you're not. You're not a sweetie. Who are you? Who are you fooling? But yeah, I've just been trying to find like new games. The guy who made Katamari made a new game. I don't know what the purpose or the gameplay is like. I keep seeing pictures from it, but I'm like, I can't decipher what the game actually is. Because as you can imagine, from the person who made Katamari, it is a pretty unique looking game. I have no idea what the actual game is, though. And I don't remember the name offhand. It's another, you know, unique name. It's something with a W, I think. Ooh, an obsidian. Anything exciting over here? Nope. I guess we'll go to the other regions just in case. Even though we got Gleamy Elixir, and that's all that matters in life. Sometimes you have a good find, you never know. But yeah, I definitely want to find more cool chill games to add into the stream cycle. I know that there's some smaller games, like some narrative games that we haven't finished yet, like Small Burb. I haven't finished Small Burb yet. We are going to go back and finish those games that like I've started on stream and we didn't finish, just because I hate to leave them unfinished. So we'll probably do that in the next few weeks. I would like to finish anything we've started and haven't finished yet. Because there was that one, and then there was that that sort of puzzle game that we were playing a couple weeks ago too. I don't know how to say the name. The one that starts with an S. Samarost or something like that. Snacks. Oops. So there's a few games that we need to finish still, which we will. I did not forget. my stream schedule has just been very unpredictable lately, so, like, I don't want to be like, oh, we're gonna go finish this game today, and then, like, not be able to stream. And then, like, back up my schedule. Like, before everything got kind of wonky, I was scheduling the streams behind the scenes. Like, I knew what I was gonna play on what day and whatnot. And now I'm just like, whatever I have time for / the energy for is what gets streamed. If there was more going on in Animal Crossing right now, I would stream some Animal Crossing, but I don't really have anything going on my Animal Crossing for the moment, so I know it gets kind of boring / repetitive, and I know Ooblets is repetitive, but at least we, like, unlocked some new stuff, and there's updates and stuff coming out that are functionality differences. Like, in Animal Crossing, it's like, oh yes, new items, or maybe a holiday, or a fishing tournament, but that's not, like, anything new, so to speak. And while I'm not doing construction on the island, there's not, like, anything to really show off. Because I pretty much haven't been logging in to Animal Crossing the last 2 or 3 weeks, just because I've... Not because of the game, but just because, like, my brain has been pudding, so I just haven't been, like, checking in. Like, I checked in yesterday for, like, 10 minutes, and that was, like, the most I've been on off stream. I am falling behind on air. I missed Marty's fucking birthday. I moved the motherfucker in, and then I missed his birthday. His birthday was Friday, I think. And then yesterday was Pietro's birthday, and I almost missed his birthday, too, because I almost didn't log in yesterday. And me and Pietro are married. I gotta log in for his birthday. So, I did Pietro's birthday, and then I had Gullivar yesterday. So I did his thing, and I did, like, some baseline shopping, and that was literally it. Because especially now that I've got all of the Celeste recipes, like, what is there to log in for unless I'm doing something on the island, or having friends over, or doing turnips or something? I don't know. I think I finally hit the burnout point with Animal Crossing, because without having as many options to decorate, like, my island, I'm not decorating my island, so... In the old games, like, I used to do a lot more stuff, and it's like, now I feel like I don't have anything to do, aside from, like, the little daily visitor, which, you know, if it's, Label, or, you know, someone like Leaf, like, I'm not, there's nothing to do, that's just shopping, like, I'm not doing anything. Let's see, there's a shelf we can put stuff on, there's a little couch. Maybe we can get the case, I guess. Sure, I'll get the case. I don't know what color our current floor is, honestly. Lovely wallpaper. I mean, it's just like stripes. Oops. Teal paint. Is that teal? It looks really dark on my screen. Okay, nothing super exciting going on aside from rain. But yeah, I'm always curious to see, like, what kind of things, like, people want to see on stream, because I'm always down for, like, you know, new game recommendations, or for, like, art streams, like, new concepts for the art streams and stuff. I do need to get back into art streams. I know it's been a while since we've had one. I still want to do more Jackbox streams, I just know no one's ever really available when we do them. So it just gets hard to, like, try and schedule around so many people. Have, like, nothing to plant. We have no stuff to upgrade coops. We're out of stuff. I need to get everyone out of the wildlands. Put people in coops, and then move coops. You know what? Let's move some coops. I'm almost out of energy, but I have stuff that I can eat. Okay, let us move some coops. Oh, nope. I don't want to do that. I have thought about checking out the new Harvest Moon that just came out on Switch. came out, I want to say, like, last month or this month. It's pretty new. I've thought about checking it out, because I do like old Harvest Moon so fucking much. I still need to go on my N64 and see if I can make a second file on Harvest Moon 64, because I would like to do that on stream, too, at some point. I just haven't had my N64 set up in a little bit, so... Probably since the last stream that we did. So it's been a minute. I've thought about doing a new Pokemon game, because I haven't played any of the newer Pokemon games. Like Sword or Shield or something. I haven't played any of those. I haven't played Pokemon since Gold and Silver on Game Boy Pocket, so... Might do like a new Pokemon game at some point. I don't know how people would feel about that, but that's an option that I've thought about. Because, like, I would maybe do, like, a normal run, or, like, a Nuzlocke, like, then do, like, a Nuzlocke run of some sort. I've never done a Nuzlocke run. Oops. Alright, put that there. I know there's a new Pokemon Snap coming out. I'm definitely going to want to play that, because I lived for original Pokemon Snap. That was an OG game that I played a lot of. And I used to go to the little printer at the Blockbuster and get my photos printed and shit. So, I definitely would be down to play new Pokemon Snap. I don't know if it's out yet or if it's coming out soon, because I keep seeing the trailers and commercials and stuff. Okay, are we mostly gridded now, aside from down here? So we're missing a few. We're missing a couple. Missing that one. We're missing one here. So that's 3 there. 4. 5. 6. So I'm missing like 7 coops, I think. Do I have... Am I missing any on the other side, like where sprinklers are? Because I had sprinklers down before. No, I think I replaced them all. So I'm missing like 7 coops. Okay. Well, it's almost the end of the day and we are out of energy, so... we will go ahead and go inside. I have some stuff. Not a lot, but I have some stuff. Can I put this over here? Oh, I have to put it in my pockets first? I can't do it from storage? Okay, well, that's fine. And then what else do we got? We have an armchair. I just have a bunch of chairs and nothing else. Why do I have a bunch of chairs? Who the fuck knows? Come sit in my room, creep by my bedside. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I have a bar stool, but not a bar. I have a floor lamp. So I can read in my armchair. I don't fucking know. I just have chairs in every room of my house. I have chairs galore. Okay. Let me empty out some of my pockets a little bit. I can't believe I'm down to 4 coffee. I had so many coffee before. Okay, we'll put our fructose away and our musk flour. And what else? Bleep, bleep. Bleep, bleep. Oh, you know what? I should probably keep that on me. That's useful. Keep that. There we go. Recipe pieces. Okay. Oh. Thank you, the Zero YOLO, for following. Welcome. And do you play Ooblets? We have some sprinklers I can put out. And some fertilizer. Do you know what else is funny? So, now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't seen our hacker friend in a little while. It's been a few streams since I've seen our little hacker friend, which is surprising, because they were pretty persistent for a while. And I just thought when I looked over at OBS when I heard the alert, like, oh, I haven't seen the hacker pop up in a minute. It's been a little bit. I wonder if they've given up. Oh my god, look at all these weeds! I know it's 420, but it's too many weeds. Too many weeds. Okay. We need more nurnies so that we can... Look at this. I dug this up yesterday. Weed. Right there. Get out of here. We need seeds to plant. We need to make 7 more coops to fill in our slots. Okay, let us go... I should probably grind for some nurnies, because I don't have enough to do anything with. I haven't talked to Podrick in a while. I never go into the coffee shop or into the hair salon. I'm a bad friend. Much like in real life. The worst friend. Speedrunning talking to people. Real life. Me running through the grocery store, avoiding all the anti-maskers. Don't cough on me. I already had COVID once, I don't want it again. Get away. What's up, Melda? It's hard to get mad at a squishy little dumb baby face. Check in with these peppers. And also get some dang nurnies. Children, what are you doing over here in the corner? Better behave. Nope. Oh, Pepper's over there. Yeah, Peppers. We should just call Pepper Spicy Spears in real life, right? Like, that's a much better name. Spicy Spears. Let's get a few nurnies. I've got a little energy, so we'll use it up. Click, 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 click. Look at all the radlads just dancing around, chilling. I want a radlad in real life. They're so cute. I don't know how do they feed themselves? They don't have any arms, or things that are adjacent to arms. Can they use their leaf to, like, shovel food into their mouths? Like, bend forward? I have many questions about Ooblets biology. Like, Pokemon mostly are animalistic or machine-like. Ooblets are kind of all over the place, where some of them are, like, living items, and other ones are, like, miniature people, and other ones are, like, animals. Let's see. Off-topic good news. I have finished my product listings on the new website for now. Yay! Congrats. I know that was probably a lot of work, but I'm glad that you were able to do it. And you can always change it in the future if you don't like how it's set up, so, you know, getting it on there is probably the more tedious part than anything. Because I know it's the same way with, like, uploading photos to the website. Like, going back and changing, like, the thumbnails, or the scale, or the layout, that's easy compared to uploading everything. Uploading is always the tedious part that makes you want to pull your hair out. Alright, let's check in at the Battle Barn for a moment. Oh, hey Regnolia. Oh, more recipe pieces. No, I don't want them. I think Radlet absorbs nutrients through his feet like roots and photosynthesis through their... Okay, yeah, that would make sense. If they... I assume because they have mouths that they, like, eat. You know what I mean? Like... Because as far as we know, they don't make a lot of noise. I mean, they don't seem to speak. It's implied that they don't speak. So, let's see. Snurfler, Nam Nam, Gumple, and Ugum, and then Clanter. Alright. There's still a ton of work to do as far as the website goes, but I got all that part done, which was a lot. Yep. And, I mean, at the end of the day, getting the listings up is, like, the main thing for an online store. You can always make it look pretty and organize it differently later. At least on a, you know, drag and drop kind of website. What are you watching me for, officer? Go away. Go away. Far away. To another dimension. That book is still glitched as hell. One day, I won't trip over my feet every time the game autosaves. I don't know when that day will come, but one day. I need to check... I guess we'll go to the other region, just in case there's somebody exciting to capture. There is no greater mystery in life than taking a sip of a drink out of a cup and going, was that a hair in my drink, or was that a facial hair that just touched the edge of my lip? I need to shave. It's one thing about not leaving the house, man. Like, the upkeep of my face is not on par with anything. Welcome to my stream, where we talk about JoJo against people's will, and anime, and traumatic shit, and then we play a game about picking up crafting supplies and creepy little Pokemon creatures. Oh, I am, like, very ill-kept. It's, like, not even amusing. And for some reason, like, my mustache grows, like, right on the edge of, like, all the way up to, like, the very edge of my lip. So, like, when it's not super short, it's, like, curls immediately into, like, my mouth. Like, it just grows naturally towards my mouth hole, no matter what side it's on. So it's, like, if I don't trim around my mouth, it's definitely going in my mouth. Which is annoying and gross at the same time. But I don't leave the house, so it's not like I'm shaving all the time. Like, when I had a day job, I shaved literally every day or every other day, and now it's like, I don't leave the house, so, like, neck beard power activates. Like, every now and then, like, I get a spoon and I just shave unexpectedly, and then I regret shaving, because, like, I shaved too much. Oh, I hear a gem. Did I pass it? Yes, I did. It's right there. Okay. So it's like every like month or so, I go like, I should shave. And then I shave, like, out of nowhere, like, not even I'm expecting to shave. Like, I just take out my stuff and I shave. And then I'm like, I shaved, and now I regret shaving, because I look like crap. Like, there is no happy medium. I either look like a hobo, or I'm shaved and I hate it. I haven't found the happy medium of, like, what is the acceptable level of being, like, groomed. For myself, anyways. Like, obviously, either is technically fine, but I hate not being groomed, but I also hate the way in which I know how to groom it. So, I don't know. My facial hair grows, like, very thick in some parts and then not so thick in the other parts. So it's like, and because I'm naturally blonde, obviously my body hair and my facial hair is relatively light. So, if I shave a decent amount, it just looks invisible, even though it's still there, and my hair grows all the way up to my fucking eyeballs. Like, if I didn't shave for like 6 months, I probably would have no face. I would just be fucking hair from my eyeballs down and from my eyeballs out. So I just need to find like the happy medium of like keeping it kempt, but also not looking like shit. It's just one of those things where it's just like cutting your own hair, where it's like, if you cut one part too short by accident, you can't undo that. So, like, if you're trimming your facial hair and you, like, clip a little bit too much off of, like, one side of your face where it's, like, blatantly, obviously too short, it's hard to, like, leave the rest long and wait for it to grow out. Which is stupid because, again, like, I'm not leaving the house. So, like, theoretically, and when I do leave the house, I wear a mask. So it's like, no one's really seeing it but me and the people I live with. So, I don't know. I just have problems. What can I say? I don't know how else to word it. Drop these little cans off. We're at 40-something cans. Okay. I kind of want to switch to another game, but I don't know what to switch to. Because we've been on for just about 2 hours. And I don't know that I'm gonna go for the full 4 today. I'm not sure. I don't know if I have the mental... Okay, so I don't know if I have the mental capacity today for Katamari. I think we're close to the end of Katamari. So I also want to do, like, Katamari at the start of a stream, because if we finish it, then we can switch to another game. I would hate to, like, switch to Katamari at the end of a stream and then it be done in, like, 10 minutes. Because I don't know how much is left, but I feel story-wise like we're close to the end. Let's see, our friends. So we got the Gleamy Bristlebud, which we already had. And then we have the Elixir. And somebody's in the way, so we can't even enjoy him. He is pretty yellow. He's like an orangey yellow, but he's pretty yellow in the regular light. And he's very shiny outside of the cut screen. No! I was trying to pet Elixir and you got in the way. I'm gonna disown you for being in the way of my Elixir. He's very, like, metallic-y kind of gold, though. So I'll give them that. At least he's kind of gold. Okay. I think we never put people in all of these coops, so we're gonna slowly start adding people to coops. And then we'll eventually upgrade stuff as we can. I don't remember which ones are filled and which ones are not filled, so we'll just slowly go down the line. Gumple. Gumple. Forrest Gumple. Watashi wa Lieutenant Dan. Okay. my brother's been trying to be funny by using Google Translate to send me texts in Japanese, but my brother doesn't know any Japanese, which, given that he watches 8 billion anime a month, you'd think he would pick up anime, Japanese, which is not good conversational Japanese, mind you. But you'd think he'd pick up like a word or two, but he only watches anime that's dubbed, so he doesn't actually hear any Japanese either, which is kind of funny. But he keeps texting me like randomly in Google Translate Japanese, which of course is like not how anything teaches Japanese, because Google Translate is notoriously bad at Japanese because of the structure and the conjugation and stuff. So he keeps trying to text me, and I'm like, I don't know how to answer you in actual like conversation, because like this is not how people talk nor how people teach. So it's like, I know you think you're like being har meme lord, but I've been keeping up with like the Duolingo, which I know everyone says is kind of pointless, but I will say like when I go back and redo parts that I've like passed already, I am like recognizing things faster and like remembering more words each time. I haven't been doing like any flashcards or other apps recently just because I've been too tired to. It's awful in every language. I mean, I will say, like, I've heard a lot of people talk about, like, the phrases are, like, things you'll never use, but I will say, like, in the Japanese path, like, there's stuff that I would actually use. Like, I don't know if it's different by level or different by, like, thing, but, like, I don't know. It's definitely teaching stuff that you would use, like, if you spoke to people or if you lived in Japan or something, so, I don't know. It's not, like, really weird phrases that I would never say, or structures that I would never use. I think it's... The problem with Japanese, too, is that there's also different levels of Japanese in terms of formality, just like a lot of languages, where, like, the way you talk to a boss at work is not the way you would talk to a family member, nor how you would talk to a friend. Like, there's completely different language involved. And I know people who live in Japan and, like, are basically fluent in Japanese, and even they are like, if you put me in an office setting, I could not communicate, because it's that different. So... Like, I'm not learning, like, formal office, like, it's called Keigo. Like, I'm not learning Keigo Japanese, which if I worked in a Japanese office, I would need to know. So, you know, it's, you know, conversational, mostly lower, like, formality. I mean, they are teaching some levels of formality, because they teach you, like, how to talk to a teacher, for example, which isn't the same as talking to, like, a boss at work, but it's still, like, respectful. I guess it just depends, but at least it's teaching like vocabulary, if nothing else, because it is teaching like useful vocabulary, because it talks about like things that you would do in a city. So like even if you were a tourist, you could ask about like train stations or you know, different cities, or you know, it teaches you the kanji for specific like well-known cities and stuff. Because obviously they're said the same, but in terms of like if you were to read it on a map or on a sign, like it would be written in kanji. It wouldn't be written in English. So, you know, you learn like the kanji for Tokyo or for Osaka or, you know, whatever. Different places. So I could see that being useful if you're a tourist. Because I have seen people, like, obviously now, like, even though they're not accepting tourists in for the Olympics, before the Olympics were being, like, formally planned city-wise, they basically, like, nothing was in English for tourists. Now they've at least... Oh, God. Sorry. Sneeze. Unexpectedly. I tried to aim away from the microphone and I scared my dog. Hopefully that wasn't super loud on the microphone. I tried to muffle it as much as possible. Random allergy sneeze. But they've started putting things in English, but that's only been, like, in the last year or so. So even for tourists, like before COVID, like getting around the city wasn't, if you didn't know any kanji or how to ask anything, like it wasn't the super easiest unless you had like a Wi-Fi dongle and had paid for Wi-Fi to be able to, you know, use Google Maps or something. So, I mean, that kind of stuff is useful because like always being able to ask like, where's the train station, or like, how do I get to such and such city, or you know, at what time does something happen, or at what time do I need to blah, blah, blah. Like, those are useful phrases. Obviously, unless you're, like, a student. Oh, hey, Cookies. Welcome. unless you're like in school, or like if you're a foreign exchange student, like a lot of the like lower level language you don't need unless you have like kids or something, like talking about like school stuff, grading stuff, teachers, like that kind of stuff you don't really need unless you're in school or unless you're a teacher or something. Which technically I do have all of the qualifications needed to be a teacher in Japan, which is kind of funny because you need a bachelor's in any topic from an American school system to do that, or from the equivalent of in like the UK. I don't know if they have regular bachelors over there, if it's different tiers in terms of college education, but at least a bachelor's to teach English or teach something like that. Which obviously with COVID and everything, it's not like any of that matters because it's not like I'm going anywhere. I'm out of energy. I don't think I should burn energy. So what I might do is I might make a tea. And I might go to sleep. Let's make a tea. I'm sorry I sneezed, dog, and scared you. You can come back in the room. She got up and left the room because I sneezed. She acts like I sneezed on her. I did not sneeze on her. She's not even close. Most of Europe uses the bachelor and master system. No, thank you. Good to know. Yeah, I've been out of school for a while, and I did not study abroad as much as I wanted to because I wanted to do my master's in somewhere in Europe, and then that didn't happen. So, oh well. But good to know. She's glaring at me from the hallway. Like, she's laid down in the hallway and just glaring at me. Like, come in the room. You were 6 feet away when I sneezed, and I wasn't even facing you. Like, come on. You're being dramatic. I still kind of am thinking about switching games, but I don't know what to switch to. Doot. Alright, let us plant this seed. Bloop. I am tempted to, like, get a Pokemon game. Probably should. I'm so behind on Pokemons. Stuck on a sprinkler. Okay. Let us... Should get some seeds, because I don't have anything to plant. We'll upgrade some of these coops if I have enough nernies. Ah, I see that April has redeemed the Steeb reward, which means we will check in on Steeb as long as I am not forgetting to do so. If we switch over to Steeb then we have to play something afterwards. We could do some chat plays if people are around, but I'm assuming since it's the middle of the day, people are occupied, because most people work and lurk during the day. We could do chat plays for a round or two. I don't know, it's up to you guys. Oh, I need, wait, oh, sorry, I'm dumb. I thought I was already on yellow with this one. Let's add some people in here. Would you guys want to do chat plays, or is it too occupado during the day for you guys to do so? Why did I not put anyone in these damn coops? I need to go empty the wildlands out. That's what I need to do. No, I guess I can see it. Do I have enough to upload this, update this one? I do. Yay. Put one more person in here. April says she's down for chat plays. I just know, like, usually Marcy lurks and usually Cap is mostly lurking. I'm cooking dinner on this side, so... Okay. Ah, yes, the dinner time. Dinner. Smash this knee up with this rock as much as possible. Do I have 3 more people? Probably not. Nope. Okay. Go ahead and update this one. Try to update all of these as much as possible. And I need to make these still, and I need to update this one. Yeah, I might not go the full 4 hours today just because I'm still kind of like blah. What I'm hoping is that, well, today's stream, hopefully we'll have a Thursday stream and a Friday stream. TBD, but that's the plan, hopefully. So if nothing else, we'll always do chat plays on like Thursday stream, probably, like we did last week. I hear a shiny. I'm gonna assume it's on the beach, because I don't see it. Yep. That just spawned right in front of me. That was handy. I wish there was a speed pickup. Like, just scoop them all up into a bag. Bring me, like, a little rake. And I can rake them up. I guess we should buy some seeds, right? Can only buy 25 of those? Okay. My Surger is here. Squee! Oh yay, Surger. Now to read the manual and or look at YouTube for how to use it. Alright, we bought all those, so that's something. Oh, there's 2 gems. I don't know why my allergies are doing a thing today, but yeesh. My nose is like itchy as hell. And I took an antihistamine, so shouldn't be so itchy, but alas, it is. April's gonna surger all of the things. Hopefully not to her fingers. This says pink, but it looks white to me. I don't know if it's my... I think my screen is just crap. Ooh, I do have enough to make a few coops, though, so we're gonna do that. I've already been wrangled in for cosplay needs by Christian. Oh, geez, what is he gonna have you make? Can you sew clothing? Like, is that a skill that you have? Like, I know how to operate a sewing machine, but I can't pattern clothing to save my fucking life. Like, that's something I should have done in 2020, sitting in my house all year, is learn how to make fucking clothing. It's not something I know how to do, though. Like, I'm one of those people who, like, sews the wrong piece inside out, or, like, sews the wrong piece to the wrong piece. Like, I'm one of those kind of sewing people. I think I made too many coops. How many did I just make? Did I make 7? Okay, I think I need 7, right? So, I think that's the right amount. Okay, let's go lay those out. Okay, let us lay out these 7 coops. I'm decent at clothing, but he needs some sergered patch edges or something for a project he's doing. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yay! We've got coops. They're all empty, but we've got things. Now we need to plant stuff. Do 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 do. Man, my nose is like super itchy. I don't know what the hell that's about. I have done nothing exciting today. Why is my nose so itchy? Okay, I think that's everything that I had that needed to be planted, so that's good. As always, we will go burn off the last of our energy. Getting a few nernies. I hear a gleamy. I'm stuck in a bush, though. There we go. We won't be able to get many nernies with this little bit of energy, but it's better than nothing, so I'll take it. I mean, that put us at 97, which is not terrible for a couple of swings. Me and my giant backpack taking a nap. I want to go to sleep, but I don't want to make tea. Surely not gonna let me just go to sleep. It's nighttime. Come on. So aside from finishing up the few small games that we have going on the side, what do you guys think for the next game to start? Do you think that I should get the new Harvest Moon game that's on Switch? Do you think I should try the Cozy Grove game, even though it's got good reviews, but the time thing might be an issue for stream? Do you think I should get a Pokemon game, since I haven't done any Pokemoning, aside from our Pokemon art streams on stream? What do you guys think? I don't know if I like these wooden planks, honestly. I mean, I get that they work, but I don't know that I like them. I think they're ugly. So we have to finish Summerost, we have to finish Katamari, we have to finish Small Burb. What else do we have left that we haven't finished? I think that's it. We had tried a few indie games, but they didn't work, like, physically didn't work. Obviously there's nothing I can do about those. We finished Grease. I thought there was something else that we were doing that I didn't finish, but maybe not. A Pokemon game would be super cool. Yeah, I might do a Pokemon game. I also am tempted to say Breath of the Wild because I never got to play Breath of the Wild, but at the same time, I'm a person who would more care about just adventuring in the world and not actually doing the quests, which maybe would not be what people want to watch. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I definitely want to check it out. I just don't know if what people are saying is accurate or not, because it has too many good reviews for that to be accurate, in my opinion. Like, the reviews are really, really good on the game, so it's like, that doesn't it doesn't add up, you know what I mean? Sometimes just letting anyone, like, write a review on a game, like, on a website is, like, because when I say reviews, I mean, like, the Steam reviews are, like, mixed, where it's like, oh, it's mostly really, really, really good reviews, but then there's, like, lots of comments that are, like, they don't make any sense. So I just don't know if it's people don't understand how to play the game, or if it's an explanation issue that people don't understand the mechanic because it's not explained to them. I don't know. little bit of cleanup. We have a seed to plant. Just plant it wherever, I don't care. Okay, can we... I don't have enough clothlets. Oh, damn, I'm out of clothlets. I didn't even think about that. Poopy. Okay, so we definitely need to plant some clothlets, because we are out. So let me take some people out of the wildlands and plant some clothlets. Let's see. I think I can only buy so many at a time though, right? Yeah, I'm only allowed to buy 20 at a time. Which isn't really a lot when you've got a big farm. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out, like, other ideas for art streams besides just the Pokememe thing, because I do enjoy doing the Pokememe thing, but I know it's not for everybody, so I'm just trying to figure out, like, other options that aren't super intense. And we'll talk to you while we're here. So I'm always open to, like, ideas and recommendations or, like, requests of stuff. Like, I won't, you know, I can never guarantee that I would do every request that we get, but I'm always down for, like, people's ideas or, like, hey, I saw this other channel do this thing that was really cool and, you know, maybe you'd want to try it or something. Like, I'm always down for that kind of shit. I would like to get back to doing, like, at least weekly art streams. It's just been, like, lately with the new prescription, like, I just have been so feeling like crap that it's just hard to, like, you know, I don't want to put, like, the obligation there for right now because I just don't think that I can keep up with that energy level wise. Like, setting up for the art streams takes spoons, and then actually doing them takes spoons, and it's a lot when you don't have any spoons. So, if my, like, setup was, like, if my stream setup was, like, a permanent setup that I didn't have to, like, prep and unprep after every single stream, then it wouldn't be so bad, but my setup, like, I have to set stuff up beforehand, and I have to put it away after the case of every stream, so, especially with the drawing streams, like, it's even more stuff I need to set up because it's a whole nother, like, setup. So that's, like, why there hasn't been any recently. It's not because there's not gonna be any more. There is gonna be more. It's just lately with dealing with the new meds, it's just a lot. So I just haven't been, like, planning them. Because I would rather not give the expectation and surprise somebody than be like, hey, we're going to have a 4-hour art stream, and then I'm, like, just dying that day. I would rather just not have the expectation floating above my head. Did I ever pick up my bait? No, I did not. Okay, we need to take people out of the wildlands. We need to get some bait. We need to plant some seeds. We need to get off this pond. So I am planning on doing more art streams. They're not dead. I do like doing the Pokemon ones just because it's so silly. If you've never been around for any of our Pokemon art streams, basically, I have not played Pokemon since Gold and Silver, so I don't know any of the newer Pokemon. So basically, I have people give me Pokedex entries or Pokemon names with no context or images, and then I try to draw them based on either their name or their Pokedex entries, because if you've never looked at the Pokedex entries for Pokemon over the years, some of them are fucking horrific. So it leads to some very interesting things, and I post all the images that I've done for Pokemon streams over on my Ko-fi, which you can pull up with the chat command VOD, because that's where all my VODs go as well. But I post all the streams there, and I post the art from the art streams there as well. So, if you're ever looking for them, they are archived on my Ko-fi. I treat my Ko-fi like my Patreon. So, the coffee also gets like exclusive videos. It's been kind of quiet lately, aside from the VODs, just because of the whole life stuff. But I do want to get back to doing more coffee content, video-wise. That's also hopefully, you know, the next month will be a little bit smoother. We'll see. Can't predict life, as you know, one knows. What did I get? I got some kind of fertilizer stuff. Okay, one more try. Probably shouldn't have wasted my bait, but oh well. Seeds? Yeah, I got carrot seeds. 1 carrot seed? Are you kidding me? They gave me 1 seed? Not even like a bundle of seeds? Damn. Cheap. Cheap bastard river. Okay, let's take out some people from the wildlands so we can put them in coops. Oh, I can't just send them home. I have to actually like fuck. Okay. That's a little bit more tedious then. Because I want to have my team back, but I'd have to send them all home. That's annoying. Okay, I'm not going to do that right now because that's going to take some time to do. Okay, let's go plant some stuff. Plant some stoof. Already out of energy. Relatable. I have a couple coffees though. Well, the coffee's actually not that high in energy. I better take these. Which I'm almost out of those too. Oops. No. Get out of there. Get out of there. Okay, let's start planting. Well, out of energy. So many seeds. Okay, done with that. No, no nap for you. Coffee, only coffee. No sleep, only coffee. $8,000 seeds later. No. No sleep. Till Brooklyn. Has anyone been watching along with this month's anime book club at all? Which, if you don't know what I'm talking about, chat command ABC brings up anime book club information. No, you can do it. We're almost there. Nope, we're not gonna make it. We were asleep. Okay, we tried. We drank a lot of coffee. We used coffee to get through an entire day. So what I might do is switch over to Steve, because we're almost at 3 hours, and then close it out there, and we'll just end a little bit early today. Oh, I leveled up. I don't know if that means anything, but I leveled up. No gleamies. Okay, let me switch over to Steve really quick. It's gonna take 1 second. Where is my window capture? Window capture. Does this every time where it doesn't want to detect the game. There we go. There's a Steve. Seizure warning for Steve as always. Hey, we got an achievement. Holy crap. We haven't been here in a long time apparently, and Steve looks bad. But there's also things that have grown since the last time we saw Steve. If you're new here, Steve is a digital plant friend on a game called Viridi, V-I-R-I-D-I, on Steam, and you can name your plant and pick the plants that you have and organize them and have little virtual apartments or cat cafes or whatever, and you take care of them. And obviously Steve is very dried the fuck up, so we're gonna make sure that Steve is taken care of. It takes place in real time, so if we don't play for a while, Steve gets dry and crusty. But look, all of our little plants have little things blooming out of them now. And we probably have a free plant coming to us when I'm done. So we will pick up our free plant. Not that we have a lot of room for a free plant, but... Look at that. Our aloe vera has like flowers on top, or I don't know what those are considered. I don't know a lot about plant terminology, so I don't know what that's called, but that looks very cool. Okay, so let's go to the menu, and we got a free plant. Okay, let's go plant our new free plant. Oh, it's like goes over the side. So we can zoom in here. And that's our new plant, and it'll grow. So that's our new one. We got a droopy boy that goes over the side now. So yeah, Steve is like our chill little, like, screensaver-esque chatting friend. Dangle plant, yeah. So everything's coming along slowly but surely. As always, you know, thank you guys for hanging out with me on stream and whatnot, and through my JoJo discussion earlier. I'm gonna try to keep it under wraps, but Jesus Christ, it's a problem. I really want to do a cosplay. It's... ugh. So bad. If you follow me on Twitter, look at that fucking Killer Queen and Zawudo cosplays that I retweeted, I think last night. Fucking amazing. Go to that person's Twitter and look at all their shit. They make so much cool stuff. I couldn't even retweet it all because there was just so much cool stuff they make. Damn, that shit was cool. Like, even my brother, who doesn't like to cosplay, but like he's gone to conventions with me and stuff. I sent him pictures of that, and he was just like, damn, the attention to detail. And he's like, and it's a light color, so like there's no room for error because you can see everything. Like, there's no way to, like, in some cosplays you can kind of hide your mistakes and stuff, or like hide if you fuck something up, or if you do a bad paint job or something, or like if you're not, like, you know, super confident in something, you can usually kind of like layer stuff or paint over it, or, you know, whatever. There ain't no hiding anything on that, man. Oof. This shit's crazy. Anthony didn't respond to my when are we cosplaying together, so I don't know if Anthony. I mean, I think Anthony cosplays. I don't know. We've never really talked about it before. Honestly, he's not usually super chatty on Twitter. Honestly, since I've started watching JoJo, it's the most we've talked outside of in person ever. So we found something to talk about. So it's kind of funny because usually he's not like really one to reply on tweets and stuff. Like he'll like tweets, but he's not super chatty on Twitter. Which I mean, you know, I can understand that. Nothing wrong with that. I would like to be on Twitter way less than I am. I don't even have it on my phone, so that's saying something. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna see if anyone's online to do a little raid. Doesn't really look like anyone's online. Yeah, I don't think anyone on my list is online right now. At least I'm not seeing anyone aside from Lawrence. But Lawrence is a big well-known streamer. He does not need my little bit of traffic. But yeah, so hopefully, like I said, I'll update on Twitter this week about the stream schedule. I'm hoping to do stream on Thursday and Friday. Right now, I'm hoping to get my first vaccine on Thursday, like middle of day. So I'll see how I feel Thursday and Friday. If I feel like shit, then I'm obviously not going to stream. But I'm hoping that I won't feel like shit. But I know the doctor said that since we all had COVID, you know, that kind of tends to happen. Like, your body goes, remember all these terrible feelings? And then you feel like shit again. So, we'll see. Because it's not even guaranteed that I'll get my vaccine on Thursday. It's just wishful thinking / potential appointment. So, yeah, thank you for hanging out, April, while you worked on your website and stuff. If there's no stream on Thursday and Friday, what I'm hoping to be able to do is maybe record a coffee video if I can't stream in place of that. So, again, I'll post on Twitter and stuff. Otherwise, if there's no stream on Thursday and Friday, then hopefully next week should return to normal. So if you don't see streams from me from the end of the week, you know why. And otherwise, you know, the VODs always get posted over on Coffee at the end of the week. So last week's streams are all up on my Coffee. Let me open up my stream deck really quick. So if you're looking for VODs or for other videos that don't come on stream, like I do Rock Band on my Coffee sometimes, and I also want to do Taiko Master on my Coffee at some point. I don't know that I can do it on Twitch because of copyright, but I would like to do it on Coffee if nothing else. We also do Anime Book Club over there, which we also have a Discord channel for if you like anime. We assign anime shows every month, and you can that are short, and you can binge watch for free, and come talk about them over on our Discord. If you're a Coffee supporter, you just have to ping me and let me know that you're joining the Discord so I can grant you permission, because Coffee doesn't sync to Discord yet. What else? Our link to all of our charities is here in chat as well, including this month's charity, which is Stop AAPI Hate, which you can see in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. And, the dogs are very excited. They held off all stream on barking. So last-minute borks in chat. Yeah, so I don't see anyone on my list that's online to raid, so I think we're just gonna call it here for today, and I will hopefully see you guys Thursday afternoon. Follow me on Twitter at the same handle, HoldThatGhost, to keep up to date with when streams happen, and if you like shit posting about JoJo, then, you know, I'm gonna come up with a hashtag so you can ignore all those posts. Hope everyone has a good day. Thank you again for coming and hanging out, and I will see you later this week. Johnny.